mid or bot lane. Now notice there is one save choice removed. Is they're hovering.
Really?
They're doing it. Kuro's going on to potentially the Yasuo or Keen. All right, we're getting Yasuo. This is something that Faker has been practicing. A lot of people have been practicing, and a straight up Yasuo. Seem to be happy with the Orin. So Orin versus Shen, a true tank matchup, where Orin will have the pushing power before Titanic Hydra is complete. But Yasuo mid lane is brought back by Kuro. It's a different way to approach the Taliyah. There was no Cassiopeia ban. That's a big pick in other regions. We just get a Yasuo, and we get Kuro looking to flex and also pick up an MVP in the postseason. Look at the coaches here saying...
He's getting a massage there in the booth right before the game starts. The attack takes the ignite. The recent buffs as well make this just even more obnoxious. And
look at this,
annoying.
A bit of extra zoom here for the style choice in the Yasuo mid lane.
So good.
It's Kuro's 6th game.
It's so uncommon that they don't even have it, so they just use a different
Conquer is new,
graphic.
it's true. We're beta testing here. Sorry guys, Pro TV sometimes.
Yeah, rune issue, I suppose.
Monopoles.
Yeah.
Drake's not going to be as early as with an Olaf. They start this one off. Let's see how much we see. Is instant engage.
Bada looking to get on top of Mowgli,
Go
but he
get him.
gets away. So much use to try to get that kill. And now KT, they're all alone in the pit here. No way to get on in there. Not going to dive in just yet is Kuro. Keeping his calm. So many knockouts, but no kill just yet. Bada finally does go down. Nice auto there from Kramer to take him down. The spike fight going to come in. Is going to go over to score here, but so many low members of KT. There it is. Kuro goes in. That's the double kill onto him, and now Yukao goes down. Make it 4 as an ace comes down against KT, and Kuro gets 2 kills on the Yasuo. An insta sweep, and Afrika run away with it.
And there's
they knew it was coming. There was no way to get away.
You always have to remember the last battle. We watched the start of the fight. You get out because you still have summoners up, and then Deft is caught in no man's land, has to flash. The fight goes on, and KT, yes, they are able to pick up the Drake, but notice the win wall after the Drake is claimed, and that there's no more escape plans available for KT. They know that this is going to be the Rumble Pit. They know they have to fight, but wait for the knockup coming through here. It's his own last breath. He facilitates it with the Q and completely dumpsters KT. Massive fight, and all off the back of Kuro's Yasuo.
There was no way to get away in the river, but now, speaking of friends, Smeb doesn't have very many. They're going to save their stun.
And it's time for a Rocks Tigers battle.
Yeah.
Kuro versus Smeb. I think Kuro's going to win.
Well, he's got a friend here. It's not necessarily fair. Speaking of friends, there's another one.
About that, it's disgusting. Not rated for this particular stream. In top lane.
Oh no, he got caught on a trap. Is it going to matter in the end? It doesn't look like it. The TP comes in.
Wait for Yasuo, he's still coming.
Zeph going to be stunned up once again, getting incredibly low. Here comes Mowgli from the backside. The ultimate is going to miss, but trying to come in. And finally they do get him. Here's Kuro. And I don't know what to say. KT in a ton of trouble here, trying to go for the desperate play. But now you're going to get knocked up. There's another kill. A double for this Kuro onto Yasuo. It's now 9-1, and they want even more kills as they're on the chase for Bada.
Inspiration unnecessary. Kuro. Real damage. Kuro backs away, but KT just say, well, let's kill some heroes. A short from Mata. This wasn't Deft. This started with Mata. Face planting, Sideshow Bob style onto a trap. And even though we did not have the Yasuo and Sejuani there from the start, KT, with that desperation, are so far out of position. The ult misses from Mowgli, but the moment that Kuro hits the fight, you know it's all over.
Yeah, just clean up as much as possible. They get 2 more kills on the backside to make it 3. It's just clean up from there, as you mentioned. Infernal Drake to add insult to injury was the second one for Afrika. Kuro doesn't seem to care at this point in time. Does have the red buff. He's going in. It's going to miss. His turn to fall flat on his face.
Pain can really come, and it's all about 7 to 10 minutes. A straight up Phantom Dancer from 4 kills and a bit of farm. Over the 4-minute passage between 6 and 10 minutes. Meanwhile, Yukao's been doing his best. Notice the tier came at 15 minutes, so the Archangel shield.
They're in jungle. They're going to find
Kuro's
him
going to face check anyway. He's Yasuo.
Yeah, it's kind of unfortunate for him. Trying to turn it around, but with the Shen coming in as well, no way to get on there. And it looks like KT, this is actually going to work out for them. It's now Mowgli with nowhere to go. Smeb just blocking the Arctic Assault. And
Kuro hits the side lane again. Doesn't have too much coverage, and they're going all in.
Oh boy, see you later, Yasuo. Somebody report this guy. We'll see if Kuro can get out of it, though. Trying to go 1v4. can't quite do it. And another fantastic setup out of KT. They're trying to make the impossible possible tonight.
They just keep outnumbering around the Yasuo, and this might be Baron to KT. They're certainly going to go try to control the pit. This has been expert stuff at shutting down the Yasuo. Weaver's Wall.
Oh boy, now let's see if Kramer can headshot some people to death. He is going to flash. One more would have done it onto Yukal, but he's too low now, and he can't really help. Deft runs into a trap, unfortunately has to blow Featherstorm.
It'll be a shorter cooldown on the win wall. Smep goes for the split push, no teleport on Keen. Africa have to start the Baron.
Yep. They do
KT are being real slow.
Damage. Okay, there you go. Should be going down. Mana's going to be the only one to get close, but they're just going to give it away. KT decides to take it slow, but here's Ornn. That Ornn pick is going to be, okay, everybody dodges it there on the backside.
Cannot actually attack through it.
Look at this.
Now we're going gank brush.
They're throwing macro to the wind.
I don't think they have the damage to kill him, and they need to kill him twice.
Okay,
good
he's
read. Learning.
Good read by Kuro. He's like, I cannot push.
Particular play around the siege. Yukal on the sidelines looking for a Weaver's Wall. Let's see if it's just blocked. It is. Nicely done. So easy answer, much shorter cooldown.
A good job of it now that the Baron buff is down, but here's the Ornn ultimate. Are you going to stand up to it? Finally, the Featherstorm comes in. An immediate engage. The Shen shield is going to come in and save his life, but everything to zone everybody away. But there's the engage. The Black Shield is on point, and Kramer snipes him in the face. There's way too much room for him to do the damage, but now the frontline Death finally able to trade back a little bit as Mowgli does go too deep, but in the end of it all, a kill for a kill, and the inhibitor going down.
And they're not going to go back at all. They're not stopping. Kramer wants to keep pushing. They want some Nexus turrets if they can get them. The end is difficult to pick up, but they know Featherstorm's down.
Yeah, Dev's trying to be the hero.
They have other stars. Tucson, the best support next to Mada this season. Africa keep leveling up. Now people are going to have to really remember them.
Mada coming from behind. He wants to be the hero. No Black Shield this time, and they just turn it around. There's Kuro. Going to be able to do the damage. Kramer totally safe in the back line doing that. Kuro getting low, but he's got TA. King going a little bit deep here.
He's alone.
On the left side, Deft is still alive, and he's got some room. Will the Ornn go down? He finally does.
Yukal's down.
They get onto Kramer. He's low, but
super
it's not
minions.
enough. The super minions are going to do it. There's the ace. Africa are going to be your winners. They are going to the finals after the quadra kill that Kramer picks up. They take it in the 3-1 victory. Congratulations to Africa. They bring out the Yasuo, and the team play, it makes it work. There you go. Game is over. They're going to the finals.
And what better way for our macro gods to win than the Winions decide the game after they've won the team fight. Kuro embraces his team. Not even Spirit there. Tears in the eyes of their coaching staff. Africa Freaks, the deserving winner over KT Rolster. Their first ever best of 5, their first victory, their first final as an organization, and the best team no one's talking about. It's time to start shouting, Valdez, because they're in the grand final.
You got to start talking about this team for sure. The one team, it looks like, that actually has a chance up against Kingzone. They proved they're the stronger team tonight over KT. Fantastic macro play. Fantastic mechanical play as well. Kramer popping off on the Caitlyn. Tucson, we've already said so much about that support player. We can only sing his praises from here on out as well.
So many new stars will be blooming on the main stage in the grand final of the LCK. A true squad performance from the side of Africa Freaks. And when KT Rolster needed to be held accountable, they made too many mistakes. Game 3, Game 4, heavily outplayed by Africa. Rush went 1-1, score went 0-2, had no answer. Mowgli, the unlikely star, actually wins all 3 games that he's fielded for. Kuro gets back to the grand final. There's no tears yet for Africa because they know their job is not yet done. And if they are as prepared for Kingzone Dragon X as they were for KT in these 3 games, there could be an amazing series in Busan in just 6 days' time.
There certainly will be. I have no doubt about it. Kingzone, they're going to be watching this, and it shouldn't be with utmost confidence like, hey, we can totally take these guys out. You got to watch this and say, what can we do to take out this really strong team? We actually need to study these guys. They look extremely good.
And it's such a benefit of hindsight because I sat there and said, I will discount the loss to KT because the series meant nothing. Remember that Afrika also couldn't really play subs because of all the drama around aiming and all their other issues. Their coach had to step back for a while. They've had a lot of off-the-rift issues that have counted against them, and they didn't show much. They lost easily. They were perfect game. How much did that matter today? After game 1, it seemed like a lot. After game 2, 3, and 4, you knew it counted for very little. Their preparation very on point. This was doomed for failure. They were down 3 inhibitors.
Yeah.
But KT does what KT always does. They tried to fight. They knew they would lose the tower defense. They go down in the 5v5. They go down to the Winions. A famous moment. Afrika Freaks, one of the new orgs to join us in an LCK final. The first time org did it in summer season. Longzhu Gaming pulled off the